one who's come to rob car parts.
Right, hello and welcome. We're back in the garage for more E30 winter work. And well, when I got to the front and I started looking underneath the front, I noticed that the steering rack was drenched everywhere. Even the bottom of it has been scraped. Bit worrying. And I thought, well, I may as well take this opportunity to swap the steering rack. So that's what we're doing. But why would we go for something standard? Well, we won't be doing. So here it is, the new E30 steering rack. Ta-da! So that is a BMW Z3 purple tag steering rack. To install it to an E30, you can run E36 inners and outers, along with some 36 track rod ends. Obviously, because I've got an M52, I can use all the standard power steering lines as well. I had a bodged M20 pump on there originally. This pump, we're going to fit this pump. And hope it's good. There's still a pulley that I need to buy for that, but I can get quite a lot of it together. Obviously, as you can see, we've got the original steering rack out. We've got some rack ends there and some power steering fluid there. Cleaned some frame up a little bit, as you can see. And what else have we done? That's what I'm going to say. So, and this original rack here is 4 turns left and right. So 2 turns to the left, 2 turns to the right. This here, about 1.5 turns left and right, which is absolutely mint. So the steering, it won't drive like a bus anymore. Oh yeah, and to fit the E36 steering rack, you need rack spacers. They need to be about 14 mil, everybody says. You get some rack spacers, which something like that. You plonk those there. And that'll do the trick. Anyway, I'll stop wiring and I can imagine my brother cut a lot of that out, so we'll get on with it. Right, first we've got to fit the rack boots. We'll manage. Right, that's the boots fitted. I'm not too confident in the way that this squish, it's a bit weird. I think I need to sort of do the 36 ones and then use that little spacer there. But I'll see how they go for a little bit and I'll probably swap them out. They're not hard to do, so it's not a problem. Next up is the track rod ends. I'm just going to loosely fit them and then measure them to the old rack. I've come to some dilemmas. It seems that the rack inners that are on this one that were new, that I was like, oh yeah, brilliant, they have to be wrong. There's no way they're right. So I'm going to get some E36 ones because I'm in a hope that they're a bit shorter than that, because literally they're that long that no matter how far you screw track end on, the whole rack is wider. So I think someone was using those for a wider car or something like that. Other dilemma is that what I thought I were going to use as my rack spacers actually turned out to be those little spacers there. So now I've got to make some 14mm rack spacers. Now, just use like an old sleeve out of a bush or something like that. I've got one here. I'm going to cut them to the right length and insert that in there. So I'm going to get cutting. Got some standard E36 ones with the correct boots now as well, so they'll be good for the good luck. Oh, the purple tag, yeah. And the power steering reservoir is soaking in brake cleaner, because the other day I was watching Jimmy Oaks' video and he said that there's a filter in these and that he introduced lots of metal to the system. Well, we've got brand new power steering pump and I do not want metal in that. There it is. So we'll unbox that shortly, but let's get the rack situated in place first. Where are we at? Well, I left you off when I started the purple tag rack conversion. Now, I got bored of filming because it took the piss. I got it done. Well, I say done. So as you see, the power steering reservoir's not there anymore. It's actually down there now. And, well, we got brand new power steering pump in, which is there. And we got the purple tag rack in just there. So, I'm going to put some power steering fluid in it. Hope for the best. Run it up for the first time. And obviously, if you remember and you were watching, we did the fan. And I'm hoping that the fan's going to cut in and everything. But that's all for us to find out today. So let's get on with it, and maybe we might even get it on the drive, and we might even get a first drive, which would be lovely. So let's crack on. Just unplug the ignition coils because we're going to turn it over to start with, just to get some oil into the head before we start it, and just check for any initial leaks that may come about us. So we'll just crank it a few times, then we'll turn it off, check for some leaks, then we'll go for it. No, it sounded alright. Not straight away. Just wind the throttle back a bit. Did have a misfire, but I've been wrong for a while. Right, so a bit of an update. The power steering pump sounds bad, even though it was brand new. And I never buy out new, and the one time I have bought something brand new, it's fucked. And we've got a fuel leak just there. Just gonna put a different clamp on that, and hope for the best. Just doing a few initial checks. It seems okay. It's not making that horrible noise anymore, but I guess it was just bleeding up. Ow. I've missed that sound. Blowers. We've got blowers that work. Fuck. We don't have windows. The exhaust is also rattling on the body. Why do we have windows? I only fixed that not long ago. I'll be with you when it's warmed up a bit more. I'm waiting for the cooling fan to cut in and then I'll drain the oil. Today we're back in the garage. It might be the final time for the Bimmy in the garage because we've had enough of it. We're pulling the seat out, or Joe's pulling the seat out, because we're sick of trying to squeeze into it. It's no good for us. If you could sit in it yourself, you'd agree with us. It's terrible. And obviously we're going to need to replace it with the other seat. So we're going to get that out of the Civic. But in other news as well, we've got some new tyres on the wheels, and they are actually the ones we bought the Civic on, but they're looking good. They're the perfect size. They are a 185/60/14, so we've gone up in sidewall size, so not bad. And well, let's crack on and go get the other seat for Joe to fit. Civic. Will it start? Someone buy them wheels. They're pissing me off. That. Like that. And then we go for one of these keys. There's not a lot happening. This is fucked. Oh. Shit. Yes. The choke pulls itself in. So I'm stuck here. Civic! Or you can lock it open. Then. So we've got the Bimmy seat out now. Proper Bimmy seats there. Should be clean under there. Oh yeah, it's sound that. Civic's just running up, reorganising it a bit. Weapon, transition to new seat in. Problem we came across on the front that we thought we'd solved. The wheel, it's the caliper. So, we've made some spacers. Bit of a Haggard special. But there you go. Look at that. Right, so we've got the Bimmy on the ground now, and well, we nearly died behind the car, but I don't actually know if you'll see that in the footage or not. We got squished by it. So it's on the floor, it's looking really good. I quite like the fitment, but I think we're going to need to maybe lift the front a bit to lower the back of it, just because I hate the rake. Anyway, let's get the battery on and get it out of the garage at last.
MR2. How's the crabbing?
Oh yeah. There's a brake pedal. Doesn't work very well.
I'm not surprised. Ah, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, there's the rub.
That's weird.
Ah,
the diff's warm.
It is.
The diff's really warm, like. The brakes are genuinely still shit.
Do you not have a Corsa booster on it? Oh wait, no. What brake booster is it? The Corsa's the steering.
A Golf Mark II booster. So that's probably why.
It could be part of it.
I'm guessing that's why. The booster basically does nothing. Third at 30 now is 1,500 RPM. That's ridiculous. Hey, the diff works actually. That's something. The diff actually works.
Yo!
I just realised it's driving.
Yes!
It just occurred to me, I didn't think about it at all. Is the gearing alright?
It's long.
It's long.
Yeah.
Good one.
First gear like an actual gear now.
30 mile an hour is 1,500 RPM.
What, in first?
Third.
Alright, I'm going to say what the fuck.
You know, because the gearing's long, it's not as fast, but it accelerates faster.
Oh, that was the power steering rack.
So, there it is, looking good. The Bimmy, all done, at last. Look at them bad boys. Whoa. Obviously on the first drive we noticed that the alignment's way out and we need an MOT. So, next stop, MOT station, then the alignment shop. I don't really know why we're going to get a low car alignment, but we're going to have to. The other thing is the fan needs sorting, so we're going to do that. I don't really know how we're going to do that, but we're going to do that. Got a few shows coming up this year, they're going to be good. So, hope you look forward to them. Meanwhile, I now realise I have too many shit boxes. We've got the E30, not really a shit box, but it kind of is. The MR2, that is the ultimate shit box. I want a Yaris T-Sport for it. If you've got a Yaris T-Sport, I will swap you the MR2.
Just a quick note that the MR2, as of editing this video, has been gone for like God knows how many months. I think it's changed hands at least 2 times now. So no, you can't have the MR2.
And I've got a Civic as well, and I won't be swapping anybody for this at all because it's mine. Long story short, the BIM is done. Hope you all like it. Just absolute the work's gone into this. I've spent the past 6 months on my back in this garage, and yeah, I'm over it now. But on that note, if you've watched all the E30 Winter Works, you're a true OG, and thanks for sticking with me. Now let's look forward to a bit of hooning in maybe the next video or something of the E30, and let us know what you might want us to do with it. So, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like, do whatever, and stay tuned for more.